All right. What's up, guys? Hope you're all feeling good today. I just thought I would go ahead and do a sort of random stream here over on my FGK Plays channel. I'll probably be recording this and uploading it later on to my chess channel. So today, I am going to just do some chess puzzles. You know, I want to just get a little chess action. I have not played any Blitz games since for about a week, for about 2 weeks now, which is probably a good thing because chess is sometimes bad for my mental health. So we're gonna just do chess puzzles today instead of getting into games because playing games is very addicting, and I only want to play for like an hour or so. So we are gonna go ahead and do some Puzzle Rush Survival. Now, my top score apparently is 46. You're just watching my Wordle solve. Yeah, I did just post a Wordle solve. So I did do some puzzles today. Did I get to 33 today? There's no way. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so we're just doing some chess today. That's all we're doing. So we're gonna do some survival puzzles. All right. Maybe a little bit later we'll do some not chess puzzle rush. I don't know. So anyway, these first ones are really easy, which is great. It always takes me a second to kind of get an idea of what's going on in the puzzles. These first ones are always super easy though. I'm assuming here and here. All right. So here I'm probably not there actually. Well, is it there? Yeah, I guess the knight move would be mate. Okay, then this is you take, and then you go here and there. It's not winning a queen. Okay, I guess just, is this mate? That's not really mate, though. It's probably this. Okay, I gotta think on this one for a moment. Or is it the fork? I guess this is a discovered attack on the queen. Actually, you move the knight, you could win the queen. Because the bishop would put the king in check, I suppose. So this is probably check. Yeah, this is safe to do. We do it. All right. Okay, so we're black here. Obviously we have a check. Probably here, I'm assuming. That's not right. Okay, oh, let's go back. Let's go back. Already messing up on the early ones. Wait, is it this? Wait, is that mate? That's not mate, though. He can still go... Okay, let's analyze this. All right, we're losing already. Have you played Visualization? Visualization. I have not heard of that one yet. Hold on. Where is that at? Let me look that up real quick. Visualization? What is this? I don't even see that when I look it up. So did you spell it right? What kind of game is that? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so why is this wrong? King e2, then you take... Oh, they have two queens. Guys, I'm not even looking at what they have on the board. Okay. King d2. Yeah, all right. Sure, I get it. I did not calculate a full mate sequence. I just assumed that this was good. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we lost early on a 600 rated puzzle. That sucks. My instincts are clearly not correct right now. Okay, what are we doing in this puzzle? Okay, there has to be some trick here. It's not as simple as just like pushing a pawn. I can tell you that. That's not going to be it. I was thinking taking the knight, taking the queen, taking the queen. Yeah, that has to be it, right? Okay. So let's see. We're white here. We're white again. It's a daily puzzles. All right. This one, I mean, this is only rated 900, so it should be a very easy solution. But let me just see what we got here. Okay, so he is threatening mate. Okay, checks. Look for checks. We don't have a good check. Okay, we could push the pawn, which would force it to go back here. And then, what's the point? That's just it? Hold on. We gotta explore that. Hold on. I gotta see the... I gotta see what's going on here. So, right, you go here, and then what if he goes back here? Queen takes e5. Okay, I guess you're just a lot better here, and you're gonna win. But like, the fact that like they had like a very easy escape square. I mean, all right, I get it. I mean, I guess that's a puzzle, I suppose. I mean, I played the right move, but okay. Let's go back here. Let's see, we have a check here or here if we wanted to. Oh, this is probably the right move to fork them. Okay. That was pretty easy. I'm assuming this. Yeah, again, okay, these ones feel a lot easier than... some of the ones I lost at. Okay. This would be a double check if we were to go here or here. So how... Okay, so with the two bishops looking here, and the rook covering that square... you would have to go here, because otherwise the queen could take. So you have to do a double check. Because if you do a double check... then the queen can't just take the bishop. Okay, so it's got to be here. I was just wondering if... Can I just move my knight anywhere in its checkmate? But I had to look and realize that the queen could have taken. All right, so we could take, and that's a check. Now, is that good? Well, yeah, because like the king has nowhere to run. It can't go here or here because of the knight. Okay, that was very easy. Some of these are super easy. Okay, now... probably just take the bishop... because this is free. Because this pawn is pinned to the king. It can't move. So the bishop's undefended right now. I'm assuming that's it. There's not like a checkmate or anything. No, there would not be a checkmate. So it's got to be just take... Nope, it's not. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, let me go here. I was just... Okay, that was wrong. Is it to go here? No, because the bishop's defending. You can't... Oh, is it here? Oh, right. I should look for a checkmate. Because then I can go here and that's mate. Okay, I'm not looking for mates as much as I should right now. I am definitely looking at just winning material on that one. And that was wrong. You know. We should definitely be looking to win the game rather than just win a piece. All right, so we lost. We got 2 strikes. All right, this is our warm up, even though I already warmed up today. Okay. Let's see. We have a bishop. Okay, we can give a check. But the king would move there. Oh, we could give a check here. And then if the king takes, it's a fork. But what if the king doesn't take? What if it just goes here? Oh, but then it's a pin either way. Okay, right. If he just moves, then we just win the rook. Right. Okay, something to do with taking or taking. What's the right order? Well, it's definitely not going here, right? Because then you can just take, and then you can't really take back. So it's probably here, unless there's a better move. Okay. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a bishop looking there. A queen that can get in here somewhere, if needed. You have this fork? Is it just that? Yeah, because the bishop defends the queen at the end. So if you were to take with the bishop, in some circumstances you wouldn't be able to take back, because then that opens up the queen to be taken, but it's fine. Because we have the bishop there. Okay. See, so what do we have? So we're black here. We definitely got a lot of pressure on the king, so it's probably going to be a mating pattern. It could be this check, because then the queen can come in, and that's protected by the knight. That'd be mate. Okay. All right, so black has a huge threat here of mate. Well, maybe not in one move, but big threat. You have this. Ooh, yeah, okay, so this would be a fork on the king, the queen, but it is protected by the knight, or the rook. But if you were to move here, rook takes. Now this rook is no longer... See, right now we can't take the queen because the rook is pinning our rook to our king. So this would attract the rook so we can take the queen. I suppose that's winning, right? Oh, there's more to the puzzle, though. Oh, we take the bishop. Okay. All right. So here we have a nice check there. In fact, that's pretty much mate. He can block with the... Oh, but then we just take it because our bishop's covering that square. Okay, so we go here and here. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, we got a lot of pressure on this pawn. It is defended by a pawn, but there might be a sacrifice there. Maybe not. Like, if we were to take with the bishop, and he takes with the pawn, we'd be winning the queen with the rook here because it's defended by the knight. Now, is that the right thing to do, though? Is there something better? Now, what if he doesn't take with the pawn? What if he does something else? You say any move of the bishop would be a discovered check unless he moves the king. But then you just win a pawn. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm tempted to make this move, but let me think about what else we have going on here. There's probably not anything like this, or no. It can't. Do you have to do the forcing move first? You just do a check first? That almost doesn't make any sense, though. See, if we don't do anything, what's coming? This is pretty devastating. Yeah, and if we were to move this... Yeah, it's gotta be this. No, it's not that. Okay. Let's look at the analysis. Okay, what is the right move? Knight takes. Okay, but what if he, like, goes here? Oh, but then you... Then it would be... Then any knight move is, like, a discovered attack. So, like, just moving back here is good. And then if the king moves here, you have a fork. Okay, so, like... What would be the best move for him here? Pawn takes. Then you rook takes. So, I didn't understand the difference between bishop takes and knight takes. Like, I knew the follow-up was, like, the rook takes, but... Okay, so why was this wrong? Why was this wrong? What could he do? He could either do rook takes a3, which seems weird, because then I take back. And he takes here. Oh, that's... So he's just... I don't really have a threat on him. Right, so taking with the bishop has no threat. But why does taking with a knight have a threat? I guess the big thing is that the knight was hanging. But I thought it didn't matter, because I thought even if my knight was hanging, the moment he pushes the pawn, I figured that loses, like, this bishop or something. So I thought either way I'd be losing a piece. Okay. I guess it was just bad logic by me. So why is this so forcing, then? Why, in this circumstance... I already tried looking at this, right? And I go here, and there's this knight fork. I mean, that's just... Like, how am I supposed to see that the knight fork was, like, a threat? I don't know. This was a hard puzzle. Okay. I want to get to a higher... I got to 26, so we need to beat 26. What am I here? White? Okay. Wait, that doesn't... Does that win? I guess it does. You're winning. Probably just this. All right, let's try to get up to where we gotta go. All right, this is an 800 something puzzle. Let's see. What do we have? Take the bishop. I don't really see the point. After a check, there's no real threat there, right? Oh, we can give this check. And then take it. Okay, what about this check? How good is this? Are we trying to mate here? Probably mate. We're not trying to win a piece. We'll see. We'll see. Let's do some calculations. So knight moves here. King would have to move here. And then what if we move here? King can move here. So that feels like... but then I can move the other knight there. Yeah, there is a mate there. with that knight move. Okay. A lot of tricky knight maneuvering there. Okay, so what are we here? We are white. Okay, so we're white here. So we're going after the black king. Okay, so this is our queen. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a second to figure out who you are. So this is a mate. Okay, we could give a check. And then mate. Well, it's not mate because he can block with the rook. Wait, actually, hold on. Yeah, but we have this bishop move here. Probably sack the rook, take. We take with the queen. Yeah, it's gotta be just winning. It's mate, actually. Okay, now this is just a mate here. Because the king has nowhere to go. The only spot for it to go is right here. Nothing can take the knight. But the knight covers that escape square. As well as delivering the check. I mean, this is just mate in 1. How are you giving me a mate in 1 here at the 1,000, 1,100 level? Alright. Again, is this just another mate in 1? How are we getting mate in 1s? Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so this one, let's just be careful. Okay, yeah, no, that's not a threat because there's a bishop there. So the very easy thing to do here is just take the bishop because it's not defended. And that's also a mate. Okay, so what do we have as threats? I guess this is a check. If we give that check, king moves here, this is mate, because the rook covers this file. If the king goes here or here, it's also mate. So yeah, it's just this and this is mate. Now the question is, can he block it with anything? He can go here. All right, so this is just a very, very common pattern. He has to take like or he has to block it with the pawn. Otherwise, this would have been mate. And we just take with the knight, and when he takes back, his rook is hanging. So we win a material there. Now this situation, this looks like it's probably just the answer. It's just weird. I would hate for like some sort of like this pawn that's right here to be able to like check or something. I guess if the pawn does check, I just move the king over. I don't even take, because if we take, the queen can go here. No, but then we just take it with the pawn. But then he takes it with a knight, and then he's blocking. So yeah, I think we still go here. Oh, he's gonna do it like that. Wait, hold on. Can I click on that one again, and can I just look and see what happens if he does push the pawn? And if I Can I just see if there was a blunder to be made there? Like, okay, I go here. What if he does go here? Like, yeah, top move is F1. But like, what if you made the mistake of taking? All of a sudden, now he goes here. And now, yeah, I mean, that ruins your entire mate, right? So I was a little worried about there being something there, but literally just don't take the pawn. If there's any lesson here, it's just don't take it. Just move over, because putting your king there sets up stuff there. All right. All right, so I was right about that. Okay, this is a double check. Taking the knight. Is that the answer? I see. This one's a little tricky here. This one, you give this double check. King goes here. Now you give this check. You think you're just giving away the knight, but you're actually moving this pawn. The king has nowhere to go. He has to take with the pawn. And now that opens up your rook to come in on this file, and your bishop sitting here covers the king's escape square. Just go there. Okay. Now, all right, let's think. This is a 1500 rated puzzle, probably. What if I was... Okay, so what if I was to move the rook here? If I were to move the rook here, the only concern would be... Can he block the pawn from promoting? Or can he promote his pawn? Or am I winning there? I don't think pushing the pawn is good. If he blocks... Unless you push and then you move the rook here. Like, the bishop is covering the square right now. But, like... Okay, I need to think about this. Because I don't know the correct move order. I don't even know if this is even a winning idea. I think it is, but I don't know. So if we were to put the rook here, let's just say he takes, goes here. What, we go back? Yeah, that doesn't look... I don't know if that looks right. Maybe we push the pawn first. No, if we push, he has to go here, right? Yeah, pushing the pawn first was right there. Let's analyze that. Okay, so if we went the other way, which was my first instinct, then after, like, let's just say he takes, and he goes here, like, I'd have to bring the bishop back. He can move the king here. Yeah, now you can't stop the king from going here. That's what I overlooked, right? This is what I need to get better at visualizing, is the fact that the king could step here. The king is just 1-2 steps away from defending against it. Okay. So doing it in the order that I did it in was necessary, which was pawn first, because then the rook is under attack. Like, if he goes here, you take with a check, so now he can't take your rook first. He has to move, which actually that's mate, now that I think about it. Yeah, so, like, this is mate because the bishop covers the square. So, yeah, he would have had to... Your opponent would have had to definitely move the rook here in this case, so... So that's why this was necessary. And now you can play this, because now your pawn's closer. And if you push here, again, this is a check and a mate. Right, so again, you can't be doing this. You have to take. Otherwise, you're losing your rook. And yeah, his pawn is just not fast enough. Okay, now let's go back to the next puzzle in our survival. We're doing survival puzzle rush. Okay, so mate is being threatened right now. Right, but I can just sack my queen. I can just take the rook with the queen. And now this rook coming here is mate because the king has nowhere to go. All right, this looks like this is just a mate because the only two spots the queen doesn't hit are taken up by the pawn and the rook. This rook is blocked by the bishop. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Okay. Okay, now what do we have? This looks interesting. Okay, I might have to think on this one. This is probably about a 1650, 1700 rated puzzle. So, we have a knight here, we have a rook, we have a queen. This rook and this bishop are sitting over here. I don't know what they're... Okay, I mean, this rook right now cuts off the king. Oh, I was gonna say, it would be nice if you could put your queen here for a mate. And I was thinking about it, it's like you can't because the pawn's here. But you actually can. Because you take... I was thinking about maybe putting the knight here first, but that doesn't work. Okay, you put the queen here. And then you take with the pawn. The pawn is defended by the knight, so not the king has nowhere to go because its own pieces are blocking it in, and then my rook covers the escape squares back here. Okay. All right. So first thing, don't just take the rook. That's, I don't know why that would be bad, but oh yeah, because this check. Yeah, don't do that. Well, so the opponent's threatening mate. The opponent is threatening mate. And if you take this, they're also threatening mate. Now you could give this check. Yeah, that just loses a queen. You'd win a. Oh wait, the rook is just hanging. What guys? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. In case you guys are new to the channel, I'm rated 1800 or 16, 17, 1800 here on chess.com. So by no means am I a pro. Now what about this check? Queen can block. Okay, queen can come in over here. I don't see how that's useful. Bishop can attack the queen. I mean, that doesn't seem useful either. Or is it? Bishop here doesn't do anything. I don't think. Hold on. Sack, I don't see how that would work. How that does anything. That seems dumb. Okay, I don't know what to do here. I mean, I see the queen check, but... What's the follow-up? Okay, I don't see this. I don't know what we're supposed to move here. I don't know if it's it's one of these three pieces. I think. Okay, what about this move? Like, what if the queen just moves here? Doesn't seem that valuable. I mean, I don't know. Maybe then you could, like, put the queen here after that move or something? Or what about this? No. Yeah, because this is kind of threatening to trade off here. This would prevent the queen from going here. And if the queen goes... Well, what if the queen goes here? And then you can't really go here with the queen. I don't know if this is an idea or not in this. This feels like it's not a puzzly idea to go here. This seems like a move that I would play in a game, but not a move that I don't see a... I mean, like, if the queen goes here and then you go here, now you're threatening a mate. But... Like, I just don't... What, you go here maybe or something? Okay. Seems dumb. So, is this good? Anyway, taking the bishop doesn't seem useful. I could give a check. Queen blocks. Is there a reason why trading the queens is good and by putting the king here is good? Doesn't feel like it. Okay, I'm stuck on this one. I don't know what to do. All right, I'm gonna go with my instinct to just play bishop b5. Yeah, no. All right, let's evaluate this. I have no idea. I have zero idea what to do here. Check. Is this right? It's right. Blocks. Rook takes c2. Why? Oh, because after he takes, now you have this check, and then even if he blocks, like, see, I'm not thinking about... This is a deflection tactic. Oh my god. That was hard for me to see. Like, this did cross my mind, by the way. Like, I thought about this, and I thought, that's dumb. He just takes. I didn't see the follow-up. Like, I was just blind to this idea of the queen now being on the same diagonal as the king. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go to the next puzzle. All right, so we got one wrong out of this survival puzzle rush. So now we lost on a 1785 puzzle. Okay. This looks like, is this just mate? Hold on. Is that mate? It looks like it's just mate. You can't block with anything. Let me just make sure. I sometimes I blunder here and like think it's a mate and it's not. No, I mean I don't see anything you can do. Okay. Again, these mate and ones are odd. Probably taking, oh, assuming he doesn't have a check on me. Taking looks good here because like you're threatening a fork, and then if he takes with the pawn, then he's getting mated. I'm gonna go here. All right, but now what's the right move? Is it to take and take? Or is it a check? No. Do we take? Will you take the queen? Probably. It's so annoying, though. Okay. It's just, I guess it's hard to evaluate if you're just winning in that position. Like, you won material, you won the exchange. Let me analyze this. You won the exchange there, but oh, you take the rook, right? For some reason, my mind is not thinking about material in the sense that like they no longer have. See, I'm like, I see the rook on the board, and like I'm forgetting that like after you take the rook with your knight, they no longer have a rook. And you do. For some reason, I thought you had another piece, and I was just wondering if rook versus like two minor pieces was winning, but like I'm just miscounting the pieces. Okay. Now, well, I think you can probably just take this because there's a check here at the end, but I don't know. So you take, and then take with the rook. Oh no, you can't. No, the rook. No, the queen would still be. The queen would not take. The rook would take. So the queen's still covering this. Okay. So then what do we do? Take. I mean, we could give this fork then, I guess. Oh, well, he's gonna blunder the queen. Wait, why would he do that? Hold on. Why would he not take with the rook there? Wait, why would he not take with the rook? Why would you not take like this? Like, I get, this is the idea of the puzzle, is to go here next. But why is losing your queen for free better for the computer? Why is this position better for the computer here than this position? Oh, because at the end of it, right, you're losing a rook for free, I guess? There's no way to defend the rook. Like, this doesn't really defend it because you're threatening the fork, I guess. So they would rather exchange their queen for a knight. Either way, you're winning. I'm not saying that you're not winning. I'm just confused on... Because I would never give up a queen like that. Okay, so you have this move. I wonder, something like this, king has to go here. What if you then go back here to, like, threaten the fork? Yeah, but then couldn't he move? No, because then you're threatening mate. Let's try it. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Well, I'm getting a lot. Apparently, like, these 2,000-ish rated puzzles, 1,800 to, like, low 2,000 puzzles are, like, a little bit too hard for me, apparently. So I go here, he goes here. What's the move? This? Queen h4? That's what the computer says? Okay, what's the difference between this and that? What can he do here that... He goes here, but isn't it... Oh, because my queen's being attacked. Right, this attacks my queen, so I can't do this. Right. Whereas if I go here... But no, wouldn't it be the same thing? No, because then you're threatening mate. Right. Because now this pawn doesn't do anything because your threat was this. Okay. My bad, guys. I had the right idea, but... Kind of. But clearly these puzzles are supposed to be tactical. So, like, if you miscalculate... You didn't really solve the puzzle, did you? Okay. Well, we have one more strike left for this puzzle rush. Survival. All right. Our next puzzle here is probably around 2,000. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Like, this doesn't seem like a useful move if you can just take this rook. And this is a fork. Take this, then you take this, then you just move... I'm a little confused. Okay, hold on. How do you win here? It's even material. So, I mean, I don't really see a mate. I see a mate threat in the sense that the bishop covers the king's back rank escape square, but you're not really threatening a back rank anywhere. Okay. Unless it's like this move. Okay, does he have any immediate threats, though? Okay, if you did go here, where would he move? Is he threatening anything? No, that's wrong. That's just wrong. Was it the bishop fork? That just felt like it wasn't really winning, though. It wasn't really a fork. Is that the best move? Oh, that was the best move. Okay, but then he takes here. Or is that not the best move? Best move is rook b8. Okay, so this is the best move. This is what the computer would play. But why? What is wrong with taking here? I take... Oh, I'm threatening the knight after taking right away. Yeah. Shoot. Okay, anyway, there's the end of my survival. Okay. See, I was thinking you go here first. But yeah, he just moves and it's... See, this is what I thought. Was he moves and it's even. Okay. That was... I didn't see that, like, after you took... Instead of taking this rook, after you took here, you'd be attacking the knight, which is defending this rook. Dang it. Okay. Well, we only made it up to 35. So let me do another one. We'll do one final Puzzle Rush survival, and we'll call it. And if you guys are just joining the stream, I'm gonna upload this to my chess channel, FGK Chess. Oh, that could have been bad. We jumped to the next puzzle and I pre-moved something on that puzzle. Okay, so this... Hold on. Yeah, wait. Because then you have this. Okay, I'm thinking about this clearly, but then he moves here. You just move here. Okay. This mate. Black's move. Okay, Black's move. Okay, Black's move here. We're white this time. Okay, which one is it? Bishop, probably. But if the bishop moves there... Oh, yeah, no, the pawn is protecting this square. Okay. Okay, mate is being threatened here. So... Is it just take with the rook? For a forced check, take... I guess it's just... kind of a tricky one. Okay, this check is probably good. Okay, hold on a minute. This doesn't really work because you can go here. I don't think that works. So, right, but we threaten this. He's gonna sack the queen. Goes here, and then we bring this rook over. Okay. Here has to be winning, as long as we don't. Okay. If we give a check here, he can move up, right? But then we have this check. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have a check here. Can block with the bishop, maybe. If he blocks with the bishop. Oh, we could take the rook. Hold on. This has to be a mate, right? Or is it not a mate? Are we going for mate or not? Like, I see that you can take the rook, but like that doesn't... What about like this queen move? But like the problem is like if you don't do a forcing move, yeah, see then you can get the bishop out. If you move the queen somewhere, this is a check. What is this? This is a 1300 something puzzle. I don't see a tactic. This queen can take the rook. I mean, it can't be. You just take the rook. Can't be that. This check doesn't feel like it does anything. Because you block with the bishop. Oh, no, you... Oh, wait. You can take with this bishop. And then the rook... Okay, hold on. Let me go back and let me show you guys. Oh, my God. I'm so annoyed at myself for that one. I forgot that if you block with the bishop, you can take here. Because it's no longer defended by the queen, so... You take like this. If he takes like this, you have this check and a mate. Yeah. Okay. All right. Black just moved their knight. It's attacking the queen. We're white. I don't know if this queen threat matters. Do we have a way to... Do we have to use our queen, or do we have like a mate or something without it? Okay. What is this puzzle? I don't even know what the point of the puzzle is right here. Give a check. Forced to take. This is a check. It's got to be that. Okay, let me go back and explore that one because that was interesting. Because what I was thinking about was, what if you give this check and he goes... Oh, he can't go there. I was like, what if he goes here? Because then, because I forgot that I didn't realize the bishop was here defending against the king. I saw this and then I thought the king could move forward, but I didn't see that the bishop was there. All right, so now we are on the next puzzle. So we are black here. So this is our piece. So if we take, he takes. Oh, no, we can't do that because then the rook comes behind the pawn. And if we go, oh, wait, if we go here. Yeah, so it has to be a pawn push because if he takes the queen, we take the rook with checkmate. And he can't take with the queen because the queen is pinned to the king. So taking the pawn would be illegal. Can't put your own king in check. And then, of course, if he moves the rook here or here, well, if he moves the rook here, we take the queen and he's done. If he moves the rook here, we just promote. We get another queen on the board. So, let's do it. Probably taking the queen first. Has to be right. Okay. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say this looks like a good move, but like I didn't see a follow up. I was like, wait, you can't really bring the rook over. I'm like, if you bring the queen over, he just goes back. But you have this move. King can't come back, and that's mate, I believe, or something. I don't know. Okay, check when the rook. Probably. Do we come back? Do we give a check first? Oh, wait, no, because check, he blocks. You have to come back. Yeah. You could block with that piece. Okay. Here. No, because then he can take your... No, the queen is here. I guess here works. Yep. Okay, what about take? I feel like the rook taking is right. But I gotta calculate the full sequence here. Okay, so... Because, like, he has two moves that you could do. You could take with the pawn or you could move the king here. And if he moves the king here, you just probably put the rook here. Then you're just gonna win, and then... You could move his rook. Okay, but you also have this knight that can come in. So, yeah, I mean, if he takes the pawn, this... this would be check. Actually, hold on. How would that work? Hold on. I mean, I have to do it and see what he does. Okay, so now I was thinking we go check. Right? We can't... we could do this. No, because then there's no mate. If we go here and here... Well, no, we would have this check. And then he takes here. No, because that blocks the rook. I'm seeing the pawn. Okay, so it's got to be this check. But then where's the mate? Oh, this is the mate. Right. I was looking at this. I see, that's my problem with the knight moves, is I see one and I'm like, okay, this is our check. Doesn't work. Okay, so I thought maybe this move was not right. But no. You have this move. Okay. But he blocks with the rook there. But then we go here. Okay. Let's see, we have this. We obviously have the... We're not taking the rook, probably. We have this. If he goes here... What is he threatening, by the way? Don't know what he's threatening exactly, but... I mean, we have this check if he goes this direction. What if he just goes back, though? Do I have anything if he just goes this way? No, right? So, I don't know if this queen move is right now. So we would have to go here first. Oh, this is just... Oh, this is just mate. Okay, guys. Okay. That was not as hard as I feel like I made it out to be. Okay. We're at 34. No mistakes yet. We're at the 1800s, which is cool. So what do we got for this puzzle? So we're white. He's got a rook. We don't. We have a knight. Okay, what if we push the pawn? Okay, his king is in a very... His king... That position of the king makes me think... Push pawn. But what if he goes here? Push pawn, he goes here. But then maybe we have time. If he goes here, maybe we would have time to like start capturing his pawns. So maybe that would be losing for him. I don't know. also here. I don't know what we would do. Because, like, this check... Unless we... I don't know. I feel like pushing the pawn might be right, but I don't quite understand. I'm not smart enough for this puzzle. We don't have a lot of pieces. Is there a knight move that's good? I doubt it. Our knight moves seem terrible. Okay, that was wrong. Let's evaluate it. I don't know. Is this... What's the... Oh. Okay, well, I feel dumb. That's so funny. You know, I'm looking at a puzzle and I'm just thinking about endgame stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. It's literally just take the rook. How is... I guess the reason that was a 1800, 1900 puzzle was because exactly... I guess people at my level just don't even see that you can take that, which is hilarious. Should be really easy. Okay, what are the kings doing right next to each other? Why are both of the kings on the same side of the board? What king? How did the white king get here? How did the white king get behind this rook? Okay. I want to move here. I think this bishop move is probably winning. It will defend the rook, create an escape square for my king, because this would be a discovered attack on the king and mate, because the bishop would be defending this. Okay. I can't believe I didn't just take the rook for free. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? All right. All right, so we are white here. Now this almost looks like this tactic to go here and then he takes, but we don't have, like, this path is not open. His queen is defending here. This bishop is taking away this escape square for him, which is good. Okay. Wait. This check... He goes here. This would win a queen. And if he takes with the rook, this is back rank mate. Okay, let's do that. Because if he didn't block like that, I would have won his queen, which I guess was winning. You know, it's always hard in positions to evaluate if winning the queen is even the right thing to do. Because, like, am I down too much material anyway? Am I even gonna, you know, does he have a pawn ready to promote? Stuff like that. When you're doing these puzzles, is like, I never know whether taking the queen is actually the right idea. So what are we here? We are black. So this king is what we're going after, or maybe we're trying to win material. Probably just take and then fork. Yeah. Now we have, like, this check here, but then he goes here. Now we could take the pawn because it would be defended eventually by the rook here. But what's the right move order? You know what? It's probably this. And then this. Yeah, I mean, I guess that just makes sense. Okay, now do we block? I don't see. Okay, why would we not block? Does he have another check he could give me? Why not block? Okay, okay. That seemed like a really easy puzzle. I'll take a freebie. All right. Okay, you give the check. He has to block with the rook. Otherwise, if he moves his king, then this king just takes his rook. So his rook has to stay next to his king. But if we go here, rook blocks. Then we move the pawn here. And that's attacking the king. But then the king could go here. My endgame knowledge is not that great, if you guys couldn't tell. So what if this block... Yeah, I wish I was better at endgames. Like, what if he just goes here, then? Like, I don't see how taking the rook is... Unless we move our king up or something. Or we move back with the rook? No, how do we get through here? I don't see how we break through. Maybe I'm just being dumb. I mean, this is clearly... my endgame skill is just so below what my elo is, I think. There's no way it's like go here to try to go here, is there? Because now he can't block. I mean, in a game, like, what would I play in a game, man? But, like, even if you were to get here or something, he could just go there. I'm just wondering if, like, pushing there is good then. Like, it can't be take. I don't think it's push either. I don't see how pushing is any good. I just don't see... How is pushing? And right now our rook's under attack, so if we don't move our rook, then we have to give a check. Taking does not look right. I mean, unless it's one of these things where, like, this is a winning endgame. By taking. No, that can't be a winning endgame. Okay, so don't take the rook. But if we go here... Or maybe we give a check, we go here, then we take, and maybe now it's a winning endgame because we put the... Is that what it is? This is a winning endgame? What, we go here next, or what do we do? I see, yeah, my endgame knowledge is so bad. Okay, I mean, it feels like you would want to go after the pawns here. Do we go here? No. We take, and he goes here. Right, but we take, and then... Okay, yeah, now we're just winning. Okay, okay. That was, not my greatest... Yeah, I mean, that was helpful for me, though. That was definitely helpful for me with endgames. This move's probably good because he can't take with the knight. He can't take with the bishop because then this is mate. And we are threatening mate. Yeah, okay. Whew. Okay, guys, we are at 41. Our puzzles levels are 2200-ish. We only have one strike, so this is definitely potentially one of my best survival attempts ever. Now, what do we do with this puzzle? Like, what is... We don't have, like, any major threats, I feel like. Unless it's trapping the queen. Oh, well, the queen can't go here or here. Or here. Or here. Or here. Okay, yeah, the queen is gonna be trapped, I think. So, something like this, maybe. Yeah, because that would defend the pawn as well. Alright. Now, we could bring this back. Okay. Yeah, not seeing any immediate, like, captures or checks or anything that would be good for my position. Okay, well, this one is just a... Yeah, then you move the bishop back to this square and you checkmate like that. That was the last one. Okay, okay, so it looks like you can back rank checkmate here, but he blocks like this. Is there a difference between... Wait, is there a difference? Hold on, maybe this is wrong. Wait a minute. If you can give a check with either rook, one of them has to be right and one of them has to be wrong. So maybe that's not what you do. I was thinking you go here, he blocks, you trade, and then you go here. It would have to be the inside one? No, okay, you gotta be kidding. Okay, that's not right. Let me show you what I was thinking. What's the top move? Rook C1 check. Why the outside one? Isn't that what I did? No, I did the inside one. Wouldn't you want... What's the difference? Okay, so this is the right move. You have to play this, right? It's forced. Rook takes G1. Check. King takes. King G3. This is everything I said. But what's the difference between which rook you take with? I didn't see any difference. Because, so if he like moved it, so his rook is under attack right now, but more importantly, mate, right? So if he moves his rook somewhere, like right here, this is mate, you know, he can block like this, you know, but the king cuts off all these squares here. So that's why here, he had to move his king here and I could take. I just don't understand the difference between the rooks. So I guess I was supposed to calculate both rooks. So this was correct. Why is this wrong? How is this not the same thing? Oh my god, no way. Because of the pawns over here, and he could go like this to defend. That's insane. Okay. Man, that sucks. Let's go to the next puzzle. I've got 2 strikes now. I think 43 is like my highest or something. 46 is my highest. Okay, so I was supposed to calculate both rooks and see what... Yeah, I don't know if I would have found that at the end of it, though. They look the same to me. All right, all right. So what do we got here? I mean, it just looks like you take, you give a check, you win the rook. That's just it. Okay, it's amazing how easy that was. All right, let's actually think here. This isn't gonna work. He can block either way. I mean, this is maybe a move. This doesn't feel... Oh, that is a move. Because at the end of that, this check wins the queen. Okay, perfect. It's good. You're going to win the queen. This is going to win the queen, or he's going to take with the rook. And you win the queen. Okay. See, these ones are kind of easier. Then, like, that rook one was so hard because I couldn't figure out what to do. Okay, so you have a sacrifice here, which I don't know if that's any good at all. It feels like you take here, and then this is a fork. Okay, I mean, that felt easy. That felt... How is this a 2,500? How is that a 2,500 puzzle? Like, I don't understand. Okay, so now... Okay. So we have checks with multiple rooks. This feels good because it forces the king here. Maybe then you give a check. Okay, let's calculate this. Here, the only move... Because this knight is protecting this square. So the only move is here. So then if you give a check... Now he can move back here, which is funny. He could also go here. So, with the king on either of these two squares, our rook here, this knight here, is that setting up any mate, or is that just, we're just moving the king around doing nothing? Like, what is that? Oh, there's also a pawn move. Hold on. Now with the rook here, this pawn move, well, where would the king be actually? The king would be here. This pawn move. Hold on. No, because you got the bishop there. The bishop would be protecting that. So maybe it is here, king here, check. And then no matter where the king goes, maybe you do the pawn push. Let's try it. Oh, well, I didn't get to... Okay, let's evaluate the end of that. I want to look at the end of that line there. Okay, yeah, this is right, because no matter where he goes... Here, pawn is defended by the rook, and this is now mate because the knight defends this square. Then if you were to go here, it's the exact same thing. Well, no. Oh, this is actually cool that the knight... The pawn would block... Right. The pawn would block the rook from seeing a4. But the knight here protects a4. So that's something I did not calculate. I did not see that. But... Okay, I got a little lucky there that the king could not escape to a4, but our knight protected it. Thank God. Sometimes it's okay to not fully calculate things. Okay, next puzzle. 47. Wait, I have 47 now? Is this my highest? Was 47 my highest, or was 46 my highest, so I just beat my high score, or was it 49 or 50 something? I think I might have just got a high score in survival. Okay, so what do we have here? So obviously you have this check. I don't know if that's any good though. This feels like it's not good. I don't know why. What is his threat? Does he have an immediate threat? I don't see an immediate threat by him. Or is this check immediate? Is this a mate? Hold on. Here and oh, no. This bishop is on a light square. Guys, for some reason I thought the bishop was here. Okay, never mind. Forget what I was saying. He has this check, maybe. I don't know. No, because I can block. I don't know. Can't block like that, but let's stop looking at what my opponent's doing. That probably has nothing to do with the puzzle. Okay. What if we sack the queen? That puts the king on g7. This rook move would force the king. Yeah, see, does that do anything, though? It would force the king here. But then if we go here, then he just goes back here. But then we give this... Yeah, can't he hide at the end of that behind his rook? Am I wrong? Hold on. Can he not hide at the end of that? I feel like the king going here, the rook going... We supposed to just force a draw? Wait, no, are we winning? That would be crazy if the idea of this puzzle is to force a draw, because you could force a draw. I've never done a puzzle before where the goal is to force a draw like that. Hold on. Okay. Or is it to take the rook? Oh, it's probably to take the rook. Not go here. Because then this is a check. He goes here. Oh. Wow. Okay. Let me go back and let me show you guys the drawing thing I was talking about. I think it was drawing. We'll see. I'm not sure 100%, but... See, I was thinking you go here. And then he takes, and then you go here. Right, this is... Oh, this is losing. You go here. Oh, no, he can go here at the end. Right, and then that's not a draw. For some reason, I was thinking he had to go back here. But then it would be mate. Then it wouldn't even be a draw. Yeah, right. He would just go back to the square. Okay, yeah, no, that makes no sense what I said. My bad. Guys, everything I said in that puzzle was completely dumb. Until the end. Until the end, when I got the puzzle right. All right, well, I think I've beat my... I think 48 is definitely, like, my best. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so... This is going to be like a 2700 puzzle. Take the queen is weird. Okay, so you just have a pin on the queen. What do we do with that? Do we take and then go here? Why is this not winning? I don't understand. I mean, if you're not taking the queen right away, would you just be defending this with a pawn? That makes no sense almost. Just take the queen first. Okay. You're not pushing pawns here, I doubt. I feel like that just loses pawns. I'm gonna go here. Oh, thank God. Okay. See, I sometimes I feel like, well, this is a 2700 rated puzzle. I guess it was 2691. I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be so much harder than that. Okay. So we have a check. Yeah, but we have a check and he just goes like here, and then your rook is under attack. Unless you go here and then you just push. I think it might be you give a check and then you push. Oh, there we go. Feel good about this one today. Okay, here, take. Is that any good? Probably not, right? Well, okay, what about this move? Take. I don't think this works here. I've done this so many times in my games. Maybe this works. Hold on. No, because... Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on. I've had this situation come up in my games where I've ignored this knight move to attack both my pieces. And all the situations that I've had it in, I've basically blundered, or this was a good defensive resource. But this is a puzzle, so clearly there's a right answer here. So this is not actually good in this situation. I can't see how this is good. Because if you go here, he just blocks the pawn. Now, the thing about blocking with a pawn is it actually defends the knight by opening up the queen. So because of that... Taking then if I were to take now, we would have the knight and the bishop looking at my bishop. So like go here, take, and then if he takes like this, I don't... Maybe you would take with the knight here. Just doesn't feel right. So is this better? Maybe this is better because then you could maybe potentially give a check here if he moves the bishop, or maybe you could take this pawn if you wanted to. All right, let's, or maybe... No. All right, let's go here. I said it was the wrong move, but yeah, that was the wrong move. What was the right move? I calculated one move the entire time, and I just could not figure out how it works. And yeah, I still played it anyway, thinking that maybe I just was missing something. So I should have explored other ideas there. After this, what was it? It was Queen A5. But what about this? Oh, then we just take the bishop. Ah, duh. Oh my god. Right. I think I kept forgetting that the bishop was hanging this whole time. Because I assumed that... Right, that's okay. My initial thought was to go here exactly for this reason. And yeah, I forgot it after I did all my calculations. This is kind of dumb that I made that mistake, actually. Yeah, you can just go here now. Okay, but then you do have this. No, you have this. Right, he would have to take back first. Yeah, okay. That was dumb. Let me go back to... I got to 50. This is my all-time best. Getting to 50 in survival. I should have got this puzzle, by the way. I should have got this puzzle. I should have got to 51. Ah, that sucks so bad. All right. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this short, and it wasn't really that short. It was an hour and a half of chess puzzles. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of Puzzle Rush survival mode. This video, I might even delete the stream on this channel, and I might just upload it over to my chess channel. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It almost makes more sense to stream. Maybe it makes more sense to stream on my chess channel instead of streaming on this channel. But I thought I would stream on this channel because I wanted to stream on this channel and promote my chess channel a little bit, but yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.